I hope you're having a great week so far. We're going to be talking about a single thing that I do with my one-on-one clients that is completely transformative. And if I were to say that there was one thing that creates a significant shift for the women I work with to help them drop their last 10 to 15 pounds and create, lifestyles that they stick to, this is it. So I hope you're ready to go. I've got an exercise for you today, which I trust me is worth the time. My name is Tanessa Shears, if we haven't met before. I'm a weight loss coach for women. My job is not only to help you figure out the foods that are going to get you to goal weight, but to help you deal with the mental weight, all the drama that comes around, the identity when you lose the weight, and what to do with that 3 p.m. office donut. That is my specialty, and that's what I help my clients with. So I want to give you a little background on where I came up with this topic this week, because we normally talk about, foods and how to banish bloating and all of that fun stuff. But we know that if it were as simple as just, figuring out the ideal foods to eat, we'd all be at a healthy weight right now. But we know there's more to it than that. And a lot of it comes down to how our brain thinks about the process, to how our brain thinks about ourselves and our ability to get results and to feel really dang good. And this was especially, it resonated with me this week because I've been onboarding 3 new clients this week, which is really cool. I'm welcoming women into the program all the time. And on the intake questionnaire, I'm going to share with you something that I ask the women that come into my program. So this is what I ask them. And I'm going to grab my intake form so I make sure I read it right to you. So I love to ask this question. What are your thoughts and your beliefs coming in to this program? And you don't have to think about it as a program with me. So let's say right now you have your nutrition plan set up and you have your workout schedule set up and you have created your own program that is going to get you results. So ask yourself this about your own program, your program with me, whichever it is. Okay, what are your thoughts and beliefs coming into this program? Share your doubts, fears, insecurity, and what you think about your health and your ability to get results. I'm going to say that one more time. What are your thoughts and beliefs going into this new program you've created yourself, these workouts that you've set up, this nutrition plan that you have? What are your thoughts? And what are your doubts, fears, insecurities? And what do you think about your ability to get results? This is so fundamental. I ask every woman that I work with this for this reason. Your results are a direct reflection of what is going on out here, and I'm going to tell you how that works. And I know it seems like, well, what do you mean? It all is about the actions I take. What if I told you it doesn't really have a lot to do with the actions you take, but how you think about yourself? So think about this. I'm going to share with you some of the answers that I get from women, for the last couple of years that I've been doing this. I hear the doubts and the securities. It's like, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. What if I can't do what I say I'm going to do? I've never been able to do it before. Everything works for everyone else except me. I've tried everything. What if I fail again? What if this doesn't work? What if I'm wasting more time? What if I'm wasting more money? What if I'm not good enough? What if there's something wrong with me? What if I put in all this effort and time and this doesn't work and I really feel like this is my last hope and it doesn't work? Then what? If I'm on my last hope and I've tried everything and this doesn't work, am I hopeless? Is there nothing that will work for me? Is this the body I'm going to be in for the rest of my life? Am I going to feel self-conscious when I pull my jeans on every single morning? What if I can't do it? What if it's too hard? What if I can't commit? What if this is just too much? What if I'm always meant to be this weight? What if I don't have the support? What if I can't portion size? What if I feel stressed out? You see what I'm saying? These are the thoughts that I've heard over the years that coming into any program that's new, and I totally understand. And I want you to know that if you're feeling those kind of things and you're thinking those things, you are not alone, but I want you to hear this. So we're just going to take a simple thought, such as, I don't know if this is going to work, okay? So say you have that thought in your head right now, I don't know if this is going to work. I want you to ask yourself with your thoughts. You're going to write all of your thoughts, your fears, your doubts, your insecurities out. And then I want you to take one at a time. And I'm going to have you look at that thought. I don't know if this is going to work. And you're going to say, well, how do I feel when I think like that? Like, our thoughts all make us feel certain things. We don't feel spontaneously. It's because we think something, right? So how am I going to feel when I think, I don't know if this is going to work? For me, if I said, I don't know if this is going to work, I kind of feel apathetic or indifferent or a little insecure, right? So when I'm feeling apathetic, insecure, or doubt, if I'm feeling doubt, how do you think you're going to show up? How do you think you're going to act or not act when you're feeling doubt? So if I'm feeling doubt about something, I'm probably going to be inconsistent. I'll probably miss a workout or two. I probably will, grab in a couple extra handfuls of things while I'm prepping dinner and, that extra snack because I was a little bored. So when I'm thinking, I don't know if this is going to work, it creates doubt, insecurity, and that feeling of like, I don't know if this is apathy, right? So what that does is it drives the actions of inconsistency. And what happens when you are inconsistent? You don't get results. So here's the great part. When you don't get results, it reinforces that belief you just had that this isn't working. This isn't going to work. And you're like, see, I told you it wasn't going to work. Your brain's like, why are you even going through all this effort? And you start down that whole spiral again. So think about this. That thought, I don't think this is going to work, created that feeling of doubt and insecurity. So you had inconsistent actions, no results, and that result proved that belief, I don't know if this is going to work. Right. Now you're stuck in this spiraling loop of like nothing works. What's wrong with me? Why can't I be inconsistent? Why can't you be inconsistent? It's because your thoughts are probably crappy. And that's not a bad thing, because becoming aware that all of those thoughts are creating the results in your life right now, the way you are making decisions creates the results you have in your life right now. All that means though is if you just choose to think something differently, you choose to make decisions in a different way, everything will change. Now, once you've done that part of the exercise, and I'd like you to pause it if you haven't done it yet, pause this video and try that. Then I'm going to have you answer the second question that I ask all the new ladies that come into my program. I say, what are the thoughts and beliefs that you want to have coming out of this program or your program, your program that you've created here? What do you want to believe coming out? This is single-handedly one of the hardest things that I ask any of my clients to do, and I'll ask you to do it too. What do you want to believe about yourself? If you could believe anything about yourself, what would you choose to believe? And I don't want you to tell me what you don't want to believe. I want you to focus on the good things. So I'm going to give you an example of something that I originally wanted to believe about myself and then learn to make it happen. I wanted to believe that I am resilient no matter what happens in my life. I am able to overcome it and get back on track. Do you know how hard that was to believe in the beginning? Because I had no evidence to believe that was true. I used to get knocked down and stay down. But when I started thinking, well, what if it were possible that it were true? That what if I am resilient and anytime anything comes my way, I can overcome it? What if that just could be true? And I started believing it. And the more I believed it, and I started making decisions as if it were true. So when something did knock me down, I was like, well, what if I was resilient? How would I act right now if I was resilient? So here we're going through that model again. So if I'm thinking, I'm resilient no matter what failures I encounter, because I'm going to tell you right now, on your health journey, on your weight loss journey, you're going to encounter tons of failure. And that's totally normal. But expecting that it won't happen, you're going to be very disappointed if you're running up against failure after failure. So know that it's going to happen. But if you have that belief, I am resilient, I can overcome no matter what happens, that creates courage. That creates resiliency, and that creates confidence. Not true confidence, but I like the idea of it. So then what starts happening is when I do get knocked down, when I do experience failure, when I completely screw it up, or you overeat on the weekend, or you skip a week of workouts, then you ask yourself, okay, if I really believed I am resilient, I can overcome anything. And that makes me feel confident, and that makes me feel like I can do anything. What actions am I going to take? Well, you know what actions I'm going to take? I'm going to get back up and get back on track. Whereas if I'm over here feeling self-doubt, I'm not going to get back up and get back on track. So what I've just done by getting back up and starting again and thinking, what would I do if I felt resilient? What would I do? Okay? So by that, I got up and I took action, and what that did was it gave me evidence that maybe I am resilient. And every time I gave myself the opportunity to get back up despite falling off the bandwagon, overeating on the weekend, skipping my workouts, not getting enough sleep, not drinking enough water. Every single time that happened, It gave me the opportunity to prove that new belief right. And now I know for a fact I'm resilient. I don't care what happens in my business, in my personal life, in my health. I can get back on track because I have evidence for it. I have created that for myself. But it starts with answering the question, what do you want to believe about yourself? And it doesn't have to be what you already believe, but what would be amazing if it were true? I want you to think about that. Because learning to lean into those beliefs and act from those beliefs, like how would the woman who believed I am resilient, I've got this, how would she make decisions? Because the more decisions you make like her, the closer you get to becoming her. And then all of a sudden you are that girl that makes good decisions. You stick to them. You are resilient. Results show up in your life like it's insane. But it starts from identifying what your fears, doubts, and insecurities are and why you've created your results and what it's going to take to start getting those new results. So, this is my task for you this week. What do you think about yourself? What do you want to think about yourself? What do you need to know and believe and think about yourself to get the results you want? It all starts up here. It's not about taking action at the action level. It's got to start up here, because if you are thinking, I'll never be able to do this, you are 100% right. 100% right. But you're also right if you think you can. So, I have loved being here with you guys today. If you have questions about this kind of stuff, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I love talking about this stuff because this is what matters. It's about dropping the mental weight that comes with health and fitness and wellness. And it's not just about the food you put in your mouth or the exercise. It's about that mental weight and being able to feel light and like yourself. And that's what I want for you. So if this has been helpful today, don't forget to like this video and tag someone or share it with someone that you know will help. And hey, if you are getting transformation from these videos and you realize that you're ready for that next step, send me a direct message here and let's talk about, getting on a quick call and talking about, if working together is the next right step for you. I would love to be part of your team and help you achieve your wildest dreams and believe anything you want to believe about yourself. Have a wonderful day and we'll talk next time. Bye.